voting. How are you liking this, bud?
I am so fucking proud of you, I could just shit!
Hello. What's going on? I see it. I see it. I'm not going to let you screw it up. There you go. I'm fixed. What's going on? Welcome to another exciting evening of Roar Stream. This might be too much. Let me turn off a few things. Let me turn you off. Yeah, the rest can stay. I just need to turn off the beard. Hello, Kitty. I think you are a slime from the Rocket Slime DS game. You're like Big Bomber Slime or something like that. What's going on? Welcome. Are we ready to do some stuff? Ready to do some cleaning? I'm ready to do some cleaning. Let's go upstairs.
Dinner. Big up Chip Shop Tuesday.
Big Chip Shop Tuesday. I didn't test everything, so I'm glad everything seems to be working. Is Russian roulette working? Seems to be. You love my shirt? Yeah, thank you, Kitty. I keep forgetting that I can do GIFs in this. Let me get these curtains up. Let's do some Wordle. The internet was a little bonky earlier, but I think that was more the TV than the internet. Let's do this. Our first word is going to be lover. All right, I'll take it. Our second word is going to be how about pesty? Should have put zesty. Damn it. All right, how about how about How about Maddie? How about Batty? Weighty? Something like that. Wagey? Wacky. That's a real word. I'll take it. That actually helped way more than I thought. That shouldn't have helped as much. Where is my Wordle channel? There it is. All right. How about, what could this be? It's got to be like the first one, right? No, or the third one. How about like moo, like something like that, but not that, obviously, because that's not it. Like emic, something like that. Like it could be a double E. I'd like to get a double E out of the way. This is a bit too calm. Yeah. How about we bring you up just a notch? I don't know if you can hear the Animal Crossing in the background. It's a bit too calm. How about, this isn't going to be it, but I just want to get some of the letters in place. There we go. Because otherwise I'll be sitting here not doing it for 5 minutes, and I need to get this. I need to get this moving. Some of the maps we're going to do tonight are not super short. How about Muek? No, obviously. Creek? No. Like, what could this possibly be? Quake? No. Muek. How are you, Kitty? Did you have a good day? Did you have a lovely day? What could it put? I've gotten rid of so many letters. I don't know what this could possibly be. Like effect. Once I see it, I know I'm gonna be like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. How about, I'm gonna give it to the end of this song, and then we'll move on to the game. If we don't get it, I don't want to spend too long just on this. What could this be? Like, could the B be involved? Like beak? Meek? Like Enoch? Like, where's my... Hold on. Do I have my pen? I'm going to give it one more song. I'm going to give it the grace of one more song. So, what could it be that's those two letters? Let's see. Duek, no. I don't think it's either of those letters that we got. I don't think it's F. I don't think it's D. I thought I would want to say it's like Grek, but it can't be Grek, obviously. I want to maybe see if it could possibly be Edek? Exec? I want to see if maybe there's like an E in the first spots. But I don't think it's happening. It's fine if we don't get this. I don't always get this in the first 5 minutes. We might excuse me, we might have to come back to this. Freck. Freck's not a real word, but that wouldn't be it anyways. iMac? IDAC? What could this possibly be? Did you do this today, Kitty? Yeah, we might have to move on. Because I'm not getting this at this time. Newick? What about anything with like a U? I've got an idea. Brute forcing. Hold on. I'm what the children say, cooking here. I've gone through all the letters. Beck? Really? Oh. Wow, that was terrible. That took forever, but I'm glad we got it. Because that was embarrassing. Because I'm like, where are we going with this? But the brute forcing actually works. Okay, enough of you. Do I have Obsidian playing? I do. Are we ready to do some cleaning after that very embarrassing play? Oh, do I not even have it running? Let's go. Random sound effect. Watch your ears.
I don't want to know about it as long as it's legal.
That's probably fine. Let me know if it's not. I think the audio of the game should be a pretty good indication too, because that never changes. Dirt Finder, are you as mesmerized? I'm not reading that. I'm not going to read that. Sorry. That doesn't look interesting at all. Sir, I'm just here for the job. Okay, so we do have a achievement we got to get first. We need to do a certain part of the boat. Is this the... Don't we? The gunwale, the deck. Is this even the right boat? You know what? Screw it. We'll do... I'll do that off camera. I thought that there was an achievement for doing just the deck, but it's possible I might have been looking at the wrong boat, because there's multiple boats in this stupid game. Before we get too far, let me make sure we're using the right power washer. We are. So I wanted to say, earlier, Kitty and I went to the library. I have a story time for you. Kitty and I went to the library, and the library, I gotta say, wonderful place. The library has to be one of the great not even American, one of the great human institutions. One of the institutions that should never be threatened by any reckoning of the imagination. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but that delves into politics, which we're not going to get into. Point is, Kitty and I went to the library today. And at the library, they've always had... One second. They've always had an electronics section where you could go get some VHS tapes or audiobooks. It's always been a thing. Sometimes you could go check out the 3D printers. That's been an option too. Our library, as far as I can tell, seems to have axed their 3D printer project, or their printer program. Unless they've just moved it, in which case I've got no idea where it is, and my interest so much it has waned slightly. That said, there's other stuff that happened at the library, and it was exciting. We went to the electronics section, and there were a lot of DVDs. I wanted to see if they had just basically any DVD, because I wanted to see what the availability was these days of actually, like looking at download, like watching DVDs these days. Even if it's like, putting it into your computer and making an archive for later. Barring all legality, of course. I would never want to stretch outside of the outside of the law. Excuse me. But I scrapped the idea. You're an eighth through the crochet book. Are they stretched into chapters? Have you gone through chapter 1? How is it? You got the Crochet for Dummies book, or a reference guide for the rest of us, which I think is a damn good series. Random sound effect. Watch your ears. I'm really glad that I added the warning, because there's some really loud sound effects. You're enjoying it? Good. Is it a good reference guide? Has it taught you new things? Have you learned it? Have you learned it? Have you learnt? Have you learned, I think is the right way. Yes, learned. Have you learned anything new? Well, I guess you can tell me in 60 seconds. I'll just pretend your answer. I learned so much new. I learned all the things. I am good at reading. Also, I like how the cat how the cat on the TV does not go dark when I do that joke. That joke is not prepared. Joke is not ready for prime time. I'll say it. I'll be the first to say it. I am a little frustrated with Power Wash Simulator and its progression, because I really was kind of looking forward to doing a big, long carnival with the Ferris wheel. Death nap. That wasn't too bad, Feelanoid. You're only it's only 8:20. We've but started. We have but started. Anyways, what I was trying to say was, the progression of this game does not. It seems to be not standard. Like you'll go through one map, and then you'll get a vehicle map, and then you'll get a map, and it's like, I just want to know about what the actual. Also, hi, Feelanoid. I just want to know what the next actual map is, and when I get to go do the stupid Ferris wheel. I have no qualms against the, what are they calling this thing? The frolic boat. I hold no ill will against the frolic boats, and I wish it all the best. But I really wanted to do the Ferris wheel. And now part of me thinks the Ferris wheel is going to be up next, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do the Ferris wheel and the frolic boat, but we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. You know what? Sometimes life throws you a curveball. So I wasn't done with my story about the library, by the way. So we went to the electronics section, and I was looking through the DVDs, and I was gonna pick out. I don't remember what I saw, like all sorts of crap. I saw the Backyardigans. I saw a whole bunch of terrible anime. I saw The Iron Giant was there. A lot of really decent movies. But I 100% dropped the idea of doing a movie when I found the Switch rentals. Because I was able to see what they had available for the Switch rentals, and Bluey the video game was on there. And if you know me, you know that Kitty and I have been very much into Bluey the animated series for quite a bit now. They probably put small maps through as breaks, I guess. But I kind of feel like the bonus maps are basically small maps. I don't know. I guess. I was really looking forward to the carnival. Bluey was fun. I was glad that we looked at Bluey at home instead of playing it on stream. I need to call. I got a catch in my throat. Hold on. There we go. It was fine. How long do you think we took to play it, Kitty? Like an hour? Hour and change, maybe? It honestly felt a lot like a bastardization of the show more than anything. It had all the voice actors, as far as I can tell, or really good impersonators. But the writing was drivel. Absolute drivel of a story up until the end. The end kind of came together at the end, but the journey to get there, it didn't really suit a 40-year-old man. It was good for the most part. I think for the most part it was decent. Do you think it was $40 decent, Kitty? Because I don't know about you, but I didn't. I didn't think it was $40 worth of decent. We didn't pay $40. We got it for free because we went to our local library. And isn't it wild that a public resource for people who would be completely unable to get games for their kids in other ways? Like, what's happened? What's happened to society? I don't want to get political, obviously. I don't want to. What am I looking at? Oh, God. I can't read that text. But I know that. Is that Jack Black, the action figure? Don't they already have Jack Black action figures that aren't just Jack Black? Jack Black's going to be very, very quickly going to get the Rock and Chris, not Pines. Is it Chris Pines? Hey, who is the Chris in the new Mario movie? Was it Chris Pines? I forget his stupid last name.
In the new Mario movie, the voice of Mario is actually done
Chris
by Chris
Pratt,
not Chris Pine. It's an exciting cast that brings a fresh take on the beloved characters. Are you looking forward to watching it?
I already saw it, actually. It was alright. I thought it was fine.
I'm glad you got to see it. It's always interesting to see how beloved characters are reimagined. What did you think of the animation and voice acting? Any favorite moments?
Okay, I thought that I fixed her to not want to continue the conversation every time, but I guess not. This shit feels straight out of Aqua Teen. Ain't no kid asking for a middle-aged fat fuck action figure. Not wrong. That totally does look like... commence the dancing. I'm jiggling Jeffrey. Man, I need a straight-up Aqua Teen Hunger Force rewatch. Okay, you want to watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force again with me? Maybe after we rewatch, Bluey. I need to get... Shit, get up there. Get up there. I need to get up on top. You be down. It does get a little less good in the other seasons. I will say that. Hello? Come on. Go to the top, please. Thank you. Let's clean the roof. Also, there's an animal of some sort up here. I think that's supposed to be a cat, but those are some huge prints. I want a new action figure. Jiggling Jiggling Daniel. Commence the jiggling. It's okay. I'm not hurt. I'm just really depressed. I think Aqua Teen gets really good around the beginning of season 2. Like most things, season 1 can be not skipped, but at least the first few episodes. The first 2 episodes can 1000% be skipped. Mothman, I think is worthwhile. Let me put it this way. You can easily skip the first episode, but you can't really watch the second episode and get everything without seeing the first episode. So I think you should see the first episode with the stupid robot rabbit and Master Shake pretending like he's the boss, even though he never acts like that again in the rest of the show. Or he acts like he's the boss all the time. I'm going to skip this channel. I feel like I see this channel a lot. That one's fine. But that's the thing with the first episode of everything. You really got to give a show a few episodes for them to really hit their groove. They don't really know what they're doing with the characters yet. I think, for example, like Voyager. I think Janeway, for the most part, her character didn't change dramatically from the first few episodes. Like, for the most part, she was pretty much, we'll get home following the Prime Directive until we don't. Anybody want to complain about it? Here's the number to Starfleet. It might take a while for the information to get there, but here we are. All right, let's get the bottom of the boat. I am not thinking about series right now, obviously, but when I'm done, or at least as done as I'm going to be with the movie list, I'm going to start watching series, and I think a rewatch of Voyager is definitely on the agenda. I'm not sure how I'm going to... That's going to be a lot of logistics. Because I can't just sit down and shotgun an entire series. That's not how I work. I'm going to need breaks, especially on these series that are supposed to be really, really good. Allegedly. They literally threw darts at things to decide her character in individual episodes. I think for the most part she was an enjoyable character. Whether or not she was a good, well-defined, or even, you know, consistent character, that's a message that's going to be left for the academics. Hey, Mayor Jeff Jefferson the 13th. First of all, chrono-ass villain name. I'm going to fight Yakra real soon. Second of all, I haven't heard a single word you've said in the group chat, so you might want to remove me, okay? I don't need to know about your boat. I don't need to know about the dirt finder. I don't need to know about you. I'm just here to collect your $500. Which, considering you're the mayor... Actually, this is probably a pretty good price, considering I did that whole jet for like $800. That's your bow at... That's your what now, kitty? Oh, your boat. Boat. One of my favorite parts about Janeway is they're not even consistent with her lore. It's like I read two wildly varying accounts of Janeway's life. Like, what was it? The first book was Mosaic. The first book was Mosaic, and the second book, I think, was like the official, you know, the official autobiography. Hello? Thank you. I turned down the wrong thing. I have the, Pogo and the music song, or the Final Fantasy songs on the same playlist, so I'm playing with some stuff on nights where we have music that's just this kind of music. I want to have some options, and I think I've got an interesting option worked out, but might have some volume finagling to work out. That's a tomorrow issue. Why didn't they respect Janeway? Was it misogyny? Was it misogyny? Hey, I'm gonna do a random sound effect. Watch your ears.
I'll have what she's having.
I think I can get this from the side. We're at 96%, so this boat has actually gone relatively well. I don't think we'll need to spend a ton of time getting the last 3%, but I could be wrong. Or the what? The what? Feelanoid? Me gusta que say what? Oh, Cass. She's 2. Feelanoid, come on. Let's be realistic. She's not 1, she's 2. She was one of the stars. I thought she was 2. Not that it matters, obviously, but I'm pretty sure she was 2 years old. I could be. How old was Kes at the beginning of Star Trek Voyager?
In Star Trek Voyager, the character Kes is 19 years old at the beginning of the series.
No, she's not.
She is a member of the Occampa species, which has a much shorter lifespan than humans. Did you enjoy her character throughout the series?
Maybe she means the actress was 19. I don't think that's right either. Man, she'll just straight up lie to your damn face, won't she? I wish she wouldn't do that. I don't understand why it does that. It's like, dude, just tell me you don't know. That's fine. I'm okay with you telling me that. I promise I will not be mad. Keep it simple, they're not gods. Rick Sanchez. Canceled show. Can it be underside? Can it be trim? I think this is like one of only 2 Crystalis songs that made it onto the playlist. Crystalis, while a great soundtrack, a little too beat boopy for nowadays. It's a little didn't really pass the test of time with its quality. And listen to this. That is a good song for the NES. Anyways, I don't know why they did Kes the way they did. I don't have the knowledge of the ancients. I wish I could answer that question. I can't. If I had a genie and 1,000 years, I might get closer to what the hell they thought they were doing. But you know, here we are. Misogyny is a real issue to the show, and part of why Kate Mulgrew doesn't do Star Trek shit. It wasn't a good experience for the majority of the characters. Garrett Wang is pissy to this day. Garrett Wang deserves to be pissy. He was an ensign for like 8 years. I don't care if that's realistic to real life or not. I'm feeling like it's not, but that's wild. Everybody got a promotion. Tom Paris got like 6 promotions, lost the promotions, went to the brig, gained his promotions back, and then he got to bang Baylana and have a child. He gets to have a quarter Klingon child, which best of luck with that, boss. You already have a Klingon wife, a half Klingon wife. And I don't mean to be, I don't know if it's considered Star Trek racist to even talk about the fact that there's some major cultural differences, let alone physical differences. Like some major issues between human, although Baylana's mom and dad made it work, so I'm sure Tom Paris will be fine. What am I looking at? Window frame. Probably the top. Or not? Remember that one episode where the entire episode was Captain Janeway dying and an alien was pretending to be her dad and send her to the light? You remember that crap? 'Cause I do. Now, here's my question. And this might be academic, obviously, because who knows, but are we to assume, and this seems to be, I've seen some, like, the first 10 seconds of a few YouTubers talking about it, and the consensus, can I just put this on the ground? I guess not. The consensus seems to be that this demon will be waiting for her at the end of life, and I'm like, is that realistic? Is that real? I assume if this is an alien that is pretending to bring people into its soul matrix, it's tethered to a physical location, right? Like, once they leave the area, once they leave the vicinity, I see that we're in red. Oh, no. Oh, no. I see you. I see you. I'm just gonna work on this while that's having some issues. Has that been happening the whole time? I'm guessing it hasn't. Because we were just like straight up at. That's interesting. We haven't had any real issues with the internet the last few days, or the last few streams, and now it seems to be puttering. Why are you puttering? Maybe I should just. I'm going to stop the stream for a